Hi, I'm Kieran Don and welcome to the Kieran Don channel on YouTube. So this year's A-League season's over. Melbourne City won their first title 3-1 against Sydney FC, who's won a few titles, so it's kind of good to see. This is revenge because Sydney FC beat Melbourne City last year in the grand final. There was a few sad notes though. One, the Socceroo players weren't able to play, so like Jamie McLaren, who was leading goal scorer, wasn't able to play for Melbourne. Either was Curtis Good, but good defender. And Sydney FC were missing a few good players as well. It's a shame that they weren't sent home from Socceroo duties early, because that last Socceroo game wasn't really that important, in my opinion. But anyway, it's also sad because it's the last time the A-League's going to be on Foxtel or KO. A-League's been on Foxtel since the beginning of the competition, and now they're gone due to poor ratings and stuff. I mean, this year was actually a really good year. This is one of the best years in ages that sadly people weren't watching it because, the A-League had some really crap seasons and that kind of put people off. But this year, COVID finally did something good. Because of COVID, we weren't able to get as many international players playing, these marquee players, which I'm not necessarily a fan of. There's been a couple, like Del Piero, the former Juventus player who went to Sydney FC. People went to see him, and he was still in form, but most of these marquee players, the former players, they're like players they've never even heard of, or they're like past it, like they're like late 30s or 40s. It's like, who's this guy? He played in Leon Messi's under-14s team, then he played in the 5th tier of Spanish football coming off the interchange a couple of times. He's our marquee player. He's on $1 million a year. It's just like that. But because we weren't able to get these, there's been some real good marquee players like Matt Derbyshire for Bacava, I thought was good. But there's been some duds, players who just sat on the bench. And they're taking spots of good young players. And because of COVID, we weren't able to get some of these players over. So these young players actually got a shot. And I think the A-League was better for it. One, the game was faster because there was all these young players. And the more young players we play, the more it will benefit the Socceroos and the Olyroos, because there's more players to choose from. And it would make kids playing on the weekend want to play soccer because there's actually a chance to actually play in the A-League if we keep using it in the youth. So the A-League and Telstra couldn't agree on a term of a new deal. So they're going to a new streaming service called Paramount, which is CBS and Channel 10's streaming service, which it's better than Rugby Union, who's gone to Stan. I don't know anyone who has Stan Sport. Plus, I think the A-League's still is in a better position than what Rugby Union is now. But I'm going to get Paramount Plus because I'm a streaming service slut. I think they got NFL and baseball on there as well, and NCIS, which is a show I can watch if I don't really want to think. Just put it on. It's like, yeah, all right. But I like the commentary team and the analysts on Foxtel. I'm wondering if they will jump ship to CBS, but I still think it's a bit risky. I don't know how hardball Foxtel was playing, whether or not it was better to take a little bit of a pay cut and stay on the main provider of sport in Australia. And the Telstra, like Foxtel and KO might have agreed because now the only football or soccer KO has is the Major League Soccer, the German League, and delayed certain Premier League games, which is still good, but it'd be good to have some local content. The Champions League's in Stan Sport, but apart from the finals, I'm not really that interested in Champions League football. But I'm surprised. If I was the A-League, I would have went to Optus Sport, where the Premier League is and the Euro Cup and the World Cup is. That streaming service is successful. People actually watch that. Paramount might be successful, but it might be a flop. Who knows? They're taking a big risk going there. But Optus, I think... Optus, your fan base is already there. People who watch the Premier League have Optus Sport, and they will most likely watch the A-League as well. Mainly because it's on at a better time slot. It's not on early in the morning. But that's all I have to say. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully this is a great move. Hopefully this money will make the A-League better. They can get more teams, they can get better players and better crowds. This year, season went for a bit too long. I think that didn't work in its favor either. It kind of started overlapping with rugby league and AFL, but that was COVID's fault, really. But let's see. Like, it was a really good season. It was probably the best season I can remember in ages, and it deserved more credit than it got. Thanks for watching. Kieran Doughton, out.